Hey, Crawlspacers, welcome to our Spider News show. Let's introduce the panel. We've got Josh. What's going on, sir?
Hello. I'm excited. I got a fun news story that's very, very much proper Spider-Man news.
For this segment, yes, it is. And we also have JR. Let's just get it out of the way right now, JR. Tell me your quote for the news stories.
This is news.
Okay, thank you very much. We also have Kelly. Welcome, Kelly. Oh, can't hear you, Kelly.
Hello.
There you are.
Hey.
There you are. We got you.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Greetings.
And-
I have one good news story and one that is just really sad.
Oh.
How are we supposed to make it funny, Brad?
Well, if anybody can do it, well, yeah.
Not me, no. We'll play it straight and y'all will look terrible.
We also have Christina. Welcome, Christina. Greetings.
Yep.
You're back for more.
I'm back. Yes.
All right. And we also have George. What's going on, George?
Oh, we're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Wow.
He was talking to Kelly. He's right above Kelly. He's doing the bow. We're not worthy of Kelly.
Okay.
Hi, George.
Hello, and happy early Father's Day to Brad and JR, and I don't know, Josh. Josh may have slipped one past the goalie that we,
No. We're not. No,
You know.
no, not a dad. Not yet.
Oh, I should have worn my daddy hat.
Oh,
God.
let's not. The internet.
It's my favorite dad cap.
Oh, there you go. All right. Let's see. We have some interesting standard news stories. We have some where I have scoured the internet for the word Spider-Man, and I came up with some stuff. So,
Spoiler alert, that's most of them.
Yeah.
and last but not least, we have Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Greetings. All right. Let me see JR's head here. Let me get these going here. There's a Spider-Man Crawlspace logo. Okay. George, we're starting with you. Todd McFarlane and Spider-Man together again.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Okay.
Let's it's McFarlane Toys, and they're doing some Marvel figures. So here's and I'm glad you gave me this one here because it's timely.
It is.
It's actually very timely with all the news. So not too long ago, in the distant past, Disney shelled out $8 billion to buy two of the biggest IPs you could get, and they paid $4 billion for Marvel and all of Marvel's characters, all of Marvel's stories. They paid $4 billion for Star Wars, all of Star Wars stories, all their characters, a rich history. And then they spent the better part of 2 years burning that all down and pissing all over it. And as a result, the people that were doing Star Wars and Marvel Cinematic Universe toys, Hasbro, has been eating, just taking it right in the shorts. Because as as you may have implied already from how I set that up, people just don't want to buy their toys anymore because the new stuff is just dreadful. The dogs don't like the dog food, Jomo. So,
Well, then why do they still make Marvel Legends though? They
because they have licensing agreements. I mean, they still, now the Marvel Legends still sell stuff that's based on the comic books. That stuff is still going to sell, and this is why McFarlane, I think, is doing comic book related stuff, and they're not going anywhere, near Disney's other IP stuff. Although I dare say, if McFarlane Toys was to do more Star Wars stuff, people would probably buy it.
got some images of what the McFarlane toys are going to look like. You got ASM 301 homage here.
There's now the article you sent me. It didn't mention that one. The only one that it mentioned was the assassination plot part 4 that had Captain America and Spidey on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the other characters that are going to be in the mix are Iron Man, Wolverine, and Deadpool.
Right.
Which is, also obviously timely. So yeah, McFarlane's going to do like a limited run on that, and who knows? Maybe there will be more at some point if this winds up a
Just a minute,
lucrative
how
deal
much
for
the
both.
statue will sell? What, $50? I bet. If I had to guess, 40.
Probably more than that. In this economy, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it wound up being 60. What, Kelly?
I was just gonna say it might be 50, but scalpers are gonna buy them all out, and then there'll be 120, 200 at your convention circuits for at least the next 4 years.
Yeah, Kelly's probably not wrong.
Yeah, that's too bad. I like imagine these are going to be like what Target and Walmart, like while all other McFarlane toys are.
I doubt these will make it into stores.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Mhm.
they'll.
Think it's going to be
they'll-
a Diamond exclusive?
Yeah, it'll be some kind of exclusive premium Funko
Entertainment Earth or
pain in
something
the
like that.
ass thing, where you're not going to get one unless you want to pay like hundreds of dollars at a.
What was that store, Kelly, that we bought the Mayday pop from that took a year and a half? Let's hope it's not them.
Oh, I mean, it was supposedly the direct supplier that then shortly, what was it, after like a year and a half, it went under.
Oh, they're under now. I don't even remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
name of the company, but man. Anyway, anyone excited for these McFarlane toys? Anybody a big McFarlane fan except myself?
I have to buy
Sarah?
groceries. I don't get excited about toys anymore.
Sarah, you gonna pick these up?
Yeah. They look great. I love Todd McFarlane's art. Like,
Me too.
I'm down.
McFarlane art. And you know what? This is my end. I think this is. I'm gonna throw a bone to his PR people. This is my end to do an interview with them. I've been after McFarlane for 20 years, and every time I get to his marketing people, they're like, "But he wants to talk about Spawn." Well, guess what? He's telling something with Spider-Man on it. So here's my end. I'm going for it. I'm gonna do that this summer. I'm gonna pitch them to their marketing people to get Todd McFarlane on. Hope, cross your fingers, that interview happens. I've been after that one for a long time. Any other thoughts on this one?
Not really. Hasbro though is really getting raked over the coals. Now here's the thing: Hasbro has done other stupid stuff on top of licensing. Well, here's the thing. I mean, when Hasbro licensed this stuff, they didn't have any idea it was going to go south. That Disney was going to basically just set it on fire. So on the one hand, I'm sure there's irate and upset about it as anybody else. But at the same time, they also own Wizards of the Coast, which does Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, and they've made their own stupid mistakes in that area too. So Hasbro, not doing so great.
Well, toys are not doing so great. I've seen massive layoffs at toy companies. The kids aren't playing with toys as much as they are electronics.
Well, that and everything's too damn expensive.
That's true. I mean, Toys R Us went under. I mean,
That was years ago.
I know, but the modern kid likes their phone. They like their tablet. They like their video games. They don't like these.
Two video games have been $60 for 30 years.
Yeah,
True.
Versus everything else has gone from like an average $10 to now 40.
All right,
and they
Kelly's got.
gotta save their money for their Fortnite skins, Brad.
I just started playing Fortnite, and it is a fun game. I like it a lot. I want the Spider-Man skins to come back so I could blow all my money on that shit. Sorry.
See what I mean? That's what the kids are into now.
Listen.
Are you buying the Chasm skin?
Yes, I love him so much.
In my head canon, Sarah goes home right after a long day of teaching. She
Right.
goes home and then she just gets murdered over and over again by her students.
No, I
I think she gets her aggression out. She murders her students on Fortnite.
Oh my
What?
god!
No.
Wait,
no,
okay,
they-
let's not use the word murder and students in any
There goes
way.
YouTube.
yeah.
There goes
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah. Anyway, our next topic is Kelly, Nicolas Cage.
Heck yeah. All right. So Nicolas Cage is set to star in the Spider-Man Noir live action series at MGM/Amazon Prime. I mean, literally the story is there in the title. Nicolas Cage told us that he wanted to play Noir in the live actions. He did it in the press junket of the first movie. And we know how he is about comic books and comic book characters. So, I say I can see them changing Noir to be an older, grislier 1930s, 40s Noir Peter Parker, and it'd be fun if they leaned into more of like the monster of the week kind of storylines. But then again, I really don't think this is going to happen. We've seen
Really?
what happened with Silk, where Silk was supposed to be an animated series and then a live action, and then it just
And then it's
died.
nothing. Yeah.
And then, same thing happened with Spider-Man Noir. It was supposed to be animated, and now it's live action. And I have a feeling it's going to die. I mean, poor Nick Cage cannot really play a superhero for very long. We all know what happened with Superman.
But
I
getting
don't
Nick
have a
Cage
lot of hope.
as a headliner, that's bigger than what Silk had. Silk didn't have a big.
I
name.
would
No,
actually watch this show.
I would
Oh, yeah.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there is a certain, like, if they go in the direction that I think they should go for Nicolas Cage, it'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Plus, plus if you look into the industry details of the article, the Variety does attach some really major names in terms of writing and producing. So as long as the money's there and the interest is there, I think it's possible. But those are the two things that can get pulled really quickly, especially when
Curious why it's Amazon Prime and not Disney.
because Amazon is working with MGM / Sony.
And if they put it on Disney, nobody's going to watch it.
Well, too, it's especially if it's live action, it's Sony's rights. Cartoon, it is Disney.
Yeah.
So that's also kind of the situation, even though there is Sony Animation that is allowed those rights. It's a very weird situation in terms of cartoon, but live action is very strictly Sony, which would mean MGM Plus, aka Amazon Prime, because that's basically what it is. At least right now. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's a decent world that I think would be a lot of fun to see, especially with Nicolas Cage.
I agree. I can just hear him doing. It was a dark, stormy night, and I was web swinging across this. I can just hear Nick Cage's voice doing that.
I got chills. It was like Nicolas
Well,
Cage.
I mean-
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just thinking of like the latest Spider-Verse thing with the wasps and like no bees. Oh my God, the bees from Wicker Man. Like I want to see that.
Swarm.
yeah.
Swarm.
Yeah,
Yeah, let him fight Swarm. There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
the
Like I
bees,
said,
the bees.
a monster of the week with Nicolas Cage
Yeah,
in a
sold.
noir style. Like that's all you need.
Sold.
So yeah, no,
Um,
I'm excited, but I'm not putting like all my eggs in a basket for this one. Just
What's your
because
percentage that this happens? 60, 50, 50, 50?
50. I'd say 50 right now.
Moving on to another topic of stuff Sarah will buy. Play-Doh Spider-Man's coming.
Listen, is that why you gave this to me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, because I looked it up on Walmart and it's not that expensive. So anyway, do you like Play-Doh? Do you like Spider-Man? Well, this might be the story for you. A shocking $12. You too can mold the Marvel Universe with sets from our favorite heroes: Black Panther, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, and of course our favorite Spider-Man. These 4-inch figures with a splash of Play-Doh can bring the Marvel Universe to life. The Spider-Man figure has a web attachment that shoots webs. It's called the Thwip Squisher, Thwip Squisher. And
What
I'm
now?
here for that. And it's there's a mold that creates what looks like a spider bot. It's hard to tell it within the pictures, but although there was only 2 ounces of Play-Doh in those smaller sets. But wait, if that was enough, there is more. With the Spider-Man Launch and Slice set, you too can save the Marvel Universe from Venom.
Suddenly Ron Popeil over here. What? Wait, there's more.
Wait,
Flex Seal.
you can. Here's the best part: you can mold money and gems and stuff for Venom to steal, and then you can roll out the Play-Doh, right, to stamp out some webbing with the stamper. And Venom is no easy catch though, with his Play-Doh scissors that can easily cut through the web. What will Spidey do? This set comes with 9 ounces of different colors of Play-Doh, and that's $20. What a steal!
Also makes great julienne fries.
Well, I mean, I was about to say it does look way too much like cooking equipment, and of course, numerous kids have eaten Play-Doh. That's probably why it's 2 ounces, to try to like maybe persuade you not to eat Play-Doh.
Julian
Yeah,
fries. Check out
yeah.
the Hulk one too. The Hulk.
Yeah, the
fries
Hulk one is great. Yeah. Mhm.
Now, see, when I was a kid, I didn't eat the Play-Doh because the Play-Doh smelled like ass.
It still does. Play-Doh hasn't changed. There's Iron Man. Anyway.
I used to have the little Play-Doh things, Brad. Remember where like you'd put Play-Doh in them and you'd push up inside their ass and the hair
No.
would come
What?
out.
What now?
I did
Well,
not
that's what
have
they
that.
were. Like the old Play-Doh people were like little tubes, right? And they had like holes, like a
It's okay. I played with them.
yeah. Kelly
Yeah.
knows what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
you pushed them up from the bottom. So for me, it was like it's
No,
like you're
This is like prison Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
not all of us are into this kind of stuff, George.
This is kinky.
Oh my god.
I did not.
where I
did not
come
have
from.
that
This stuff
set.
costs extra.
What was
Okay.
happening?
Anybody else excited about the Play-Doh?
No.
Ellie with the honesty.
Brad's gonna buy the Hulk one and the Spider-Man one. I guarantee.
Oh,
you.
well, I'm good. JR, the Play-Doh, yay, nay?
No.
Give me something better than that. Bring the funny, old man.
JR's
Maybe,
old enough-
maybe 50 years ago, I'd asked for it under the Christmas tree, but I'm past the Play-Doh stage.
I haven't bought Play-Doh in a long time. What's the cost on that, you think, Sarah? $20 for that?
Why are
set?
you asking me? I don't play with Play-Doh. We didn't talk about
You
this.
just
but-
look. You literally
just
looked
said
it
the
up on-
prices.
on
yeah,
Walmart.
because I looked it up to be prepared for my news segment.
So
Sarah's
you looked up the
suddenly on the
prices.
defense.
And then a man asks you, "Well, how much does it cost?" And you're like, "WTF?"
No, you asked what regular Play-Doh costs, right? That's what Brad asked, regular Play-Doh.
No, I asked how much you think this set will cost.
Oh,
I'm thinking
oh.
McFarlane is $50. How much? is
Oh,
the Play-Doh?
okay. The big set. Sorry, sorry.
Bake set?
I was still thinking about like the,
Yeah, the
person
Spider-Man bake set.
Play-Doh thing. I was still thinking
Poor
about that.
Brad.
Thank you, George.
The bigger set with Venom and Spider-Man is $20 on
Got it
Walmart, and the smaller set is $12.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay, I found that out too. If anyone was wondering, is a 4-ounce single can of neon pink modeling Play-Doh is like 70 cents US.
Oh, okay.
There used to be a cartoon on Cartoon Network called Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I love that cartoon.
And there's a
Adult Swim.
yeah.
It's different.
And so there was a cartoon. Well, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which I loved, and they had a character on there named Meatwad, who was literally just a clump of ground meat.
He's the stupidest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, but he's got a big heart.
Yes.
Lay off a Meatwad.
All right. You felt so strongly.
Back off, man. I'm a meatwad.
Oh, rest
So-
in peace, Clay.
Yeah, I was about to say you're. I'll forget it. I was about to say.
So
I was about to
Just
say
wound up
if
for an
you
insult
don't
and
lay
then-
off the meat wad, it's going to be sore. But anyway,
Okay. All right.
Ew.
so Sarah's savage attack on Brad asking a legitimate question just reminded me of an episode. Reminded me of an episode where Meatwad actually had a quote of "You're right, and I'm an asshole for asking." And I kind of feel like poor Brad was put in that thing, asking a legitimate question, and
I just
got,
want to take note.
No,
at
see
the,
what happened was I was not listening. That is what happened.
It's all right. It's all right. I just want to take note. 19 minutes into the show, George has come to my defense. An hour and 30 minutes, he will be insulting me. I guarantee.
Oh, I'm going to insult you whenever it comes
know,
back around
right?
to me. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to another topic. Who's got this one? Christina. Let's talk
Venom.
about brains.
Oh
The
god.
Venom. The Venom
Oh.
3
The last-
trailer.
Yes.
The Last
There you go.
Dance.
Oh, I haven't actually watched this.
I watched it twice. I rewatched it for today to
It'll probably take me.
do it. He ends up obviously back on his Earth after No Way Home and stuff, and so these people are hunting down symbiotes, which truly Telegy is from, and then they have a scene in the movie that's looks like it's from No Way Home, and I'm not even going to get into that and bother to make it make sense. And then obviously, if you've seen the Venom horse and stuff, and then I don't know if these are symbiotes that are taking monster form from their home world and stuff. I was waiting to see if Pat Mulligan from Venom Let There Be Carnage was going to show up anytime in the trailer, and he did and stuff, because I'm waiting to see if he was going to become Toxin or not. And then for whatever reason, Risa Fons, who plays the lizard in the ASM movies and No Way Home, he's in this going to be in this movie too, right there.
But who was it last night that told me that he's not even playing Kurt Connors? He's just
Yeah.
another.
Brad, look at him. He's playing Shaggy from Scooby Doo right there.
Really? I thought that was Charles Manson.
What about that makes you think he's playing the lizard?
Because it's the same freaking actor in the universe.
No,
I mean,
it's Charles Manson.
oh.
And it's not Baron Mordo.
Where it's not supposed to be, but then they have the scene at the bar from No Way Home in the post-credit scene in this trailer too, and so I'm not even going to try to make sense out of that. And then that Eddie Brock ends up going to Las Vegas, and there he is dancing as Venom with Mrs. Chen, who is also there partying and stuff too. So
Anyway, what's the movie about? His people are
Who
coming.
cares?
Yeah.
It's about Juno Temple and Clark Backo being in it. That's all I care about.
Okay, who actually cares about plot in a Venom movie? Like, think
I've
about,
stopped learning.
think about
Tyler.
the, think about the
Tyler.
first and second.
Yeah.
It's just about fun at this point.
yeah,
Well, it's evidently Tom Hardy's last film.
yes.
How he's
Well,
going to
he's
lose.
he's going to keep acting after this. He's not retiring.
Oh, I meant his
Well,
last Venom film.
film.
Yeah.
What do you know that we don't? Did you think
Well,
he's got a
he's like, I've
contract
had
out
it.
on poor
This is
Tom
it.
Hardy?
Well, Tom Hardy is retiring the suit. Who do you think gets the suit after this?
Probably
What are they going to do
nobody.
with the suit? They're going. Here's my theory. It somehow is in Secret Wars,
Yeah.
and Tom Holland
Flash.
gets it in that movie.
Well,
Yeah.
the symbiote's supposed to already, some of it's supposed to already be there in Earth 616, but it's like, who knows what Sony's doing? Because Michael Keaton's over here in the Venomverse now, so.
Michael Keaton sure doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Exactly.
He did.
He was
Michael
lost. He
Keaton-
was clueless.
he
was
doesn't
like, I
have
don't know
to.
what's going on.
He doesn't have to. He's Michael Keaton.
There was a interview with Michael Keaton. He goes, "Yeah." The interviewer asked him about that Morbius film. He goes, "I got no clue what the hell that was." That's what he said.
Yeah. I mean, he's a working man's actor. He's like, look, they paid me. I showed up.
Yep, there you
Exactly.
go.
You know, he's what Russell Crowe's telling Dakota Johnson. You took
So
a
I'm
job.
curious
Take the
who's
money.
going.
Show up.
So I'm curious who's going to be on the Venom.
Venom.
Last. Let their last be. What the hell is the name of this movie?
The Last Dance.
The Last Stand.
Dan.
The Last
Last
Dance.
Oh, Last Dance.
Dan!
A-N-
Is that like Donna
A-N-
Summer? The Last Dance.
Yes.
That's what it's
Yeah.
actually called.
Yes.
I
Yes.
wanted everything to do with this. That's crazy. Right?
Like I
listen-
said, it's literally just who cares? It's fun. That's
You listen as bad as Sarah.
Well, you know what's
Listen.
interesting too
Listen.
is the woman who helped co-wrote these movies with Tom Hardy. She's directing, and she's never directed a film in her life.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
believe
so-
in her.
that's
I
a good
believe
way to
in
end the
her.
trilogy.
Well, this is perfect though because nobody expects anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a fun movie, like Tyler said yesterday, and that's what I'm looking forward
So it
to.
sounds
that-
like Kelly, you're in on the review show. What do you think? Are you going to see
Oh,
this?
yeah.
'Cause- Okay.
I'm
Yep.
here for it.
Sarah's down. Christina's down. Josh is down. George has seen the last two Venom movies. You down?
Whoa! I have
No,
only
no,
seen
no.
the first one. I have not seen the second one
Oh, you haven't
because
seen the first one.
it's not available to stream normally yet. You still have to pay for it on Amazon, and I don't. That's gonna make me feel dirty.
And that George opening night? I mean, JR opening night?
Yeah, I'll be there just like I was for the opening night premiere of Madam Web.
Mm.
Have you seen either
Don't
Venom
we only
yet, JR?
regret that?
No, haven't seen either Venom movie, haven't seen the Morbius movie, haven't seen the Madam Web movie. I'm not indulging Sony in its Spider-Verse shit.
I-
So-
I will say this, JR. I finally watched it because I had the option to watch it for free through streaming, and the first Venom movie was not bad. I actually was entertained. Now you do have to turn your brain off. That's mandatory. But Morbius was a big ass party.
Mhm.
Morbius was just a dumpster fire.
Did I
awful.
hear ass party? Is
It
that-
was an ass party, but
It
not in the
was.
not
Alright,
in the
just
fun
checking.
way.
was it a prison ass party?
It was a prison ass party.
Oh, deep cut to Kevin. Okay. Sarah, Oxygen, you're up.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Let's see. We've got new PlayStation 5 skins.
Yes, I am so excited. So there are several new suits being released on June 18th, which is what, just a couple days from now.
My wedding
for-
anniversary.
Congratulations. so they're being released for Marvel Spider-Man 2. The first one at the top of the page, if you scroll all the way to the top, is the Metro suit for Miles, and it reminds me a lot of Moon Knight. Actually, is that the right one? Oh, sorry.
Down one, Brad.
Yeah, no,
Oh, down
no,
one.
it's at the top.
This
Yeah,
one?
that one. That
Oh,
one.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it reminds me a lot of Moon Knight, and it was designed by Dilim. Sorry if I'm saying all these names wrong. But anyway, the next suit, the Ginga suit, which I tried to look up what that word meant, and it was weird, so I'm not going to go there. And it's a celebration of Brazil's culture from a football player, so I'm assuming soccer, Vinny Jr., and it reminds me a lot of a football jersey, like a soccer jersey. So
Because when you think of Spider-Man, you think of Brazilian soccer.
yeah, 100%. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I never said that these were good ideas. Here we are.
He's presenting the news, the facts, if you will.
So Lando Norris designed the What If Spider-Man Rode a Motorcycle suit, also called the Fluoro suit. I'm here for the helmet. Might cosplay this on my bike sometime. Great. So then the next one, Rina.
Yama?
Yeah, that one. Designed the Moto Chic suit, which is a motorcycle inspired look for Spider-Man in all leather. I also like what they're doing with the mask. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Also might cosplay this later this summer. But also being released are some suits that were in previous games, like the Last Stand suit. I love the Last Stand suit. The Into the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker, and the animated suit for Miles from the movie, and then a Miles suit with gold trim.
Okay. What are your thoughts on these, Sarah? Is this like a bundle? They're all free, aren't they? You can download them.
Yeah. It's probably going to be an update on June 18th. The first one, the Moon Knight looking one, I hate that one. I do not like it at all. That one I'll tolerate. I like the colors. The colors are cool. Not like, it doesn't seem like it fits with Miles at all, but colors are cool. Okay, new things. Accept new things. Got it. This suit that you currently have on the screen, I forget its name, but the leather motorcycle one. I like some of the details, like
what if
like on the leggings.
The Fonz became Spider-Man with a leather jacket, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then the Last Stand JMS's classic 500.
I love that suit. I'm glad it's coming back.
Peter B. Parker from the movie.
Although, isn't that just like, I thought we had a suit like this in Spider-Man 2, but I might be thinking of the first one. Anyway, cool that that's coming back. That animated suit is cool too. Now I'm wondering, what are there going to be, because the article doesn't go into it and I didn't really deep dive into it. What kind of things are you going to be able to do with these suits? So like the extra powers that come with the suits, or like, for example, one of the animated suits, it has like animated what do you call it, like highlights and stuff in the game. It kind of reminds me of the Ultimate Spider-Man game. So I'm excited to see, even the suits I don't like, I'm excited to see like, what can I do with these? So
yeah, and also if they could change the web wings like they do for some of the suits, if they have like different styles.
Yeah,
I'm curious why they do this with the video game. Like, even some of the.
What do you mean?
Promotion.
Well, you know what? I guess I understand now, because if one of these catches on, as Kelly has mentioned many times, is more IP. They can make more action figures. They can make more, etc. And why not? I guess I get it. But as a Spider-Man purist, I just don't. Spider-Man as a soccer player, I don't get it. But maybe there's some kid that likes to play the whole game like a soccer player. I don't know.
Yeah.
We all understand that like none of these people actually designed this stuff, right?
What?
Like the people that like, oh, and so did this suit. They didn't actually do it.
Why not?
They got paid to sign off on it, and they were like, yeah, sure, okay, I'll put it on. I'll Instagram it. Okay, good. Call it a day.
They might have had like multiple choices to pick from.
Yeah.
Probably. Who knows? Josh and Kelly and Sarah and Christina too. You guys are all cosplayers. Any of these costumes make you want to go out and purchase them?
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. JR? Sorry.
I want to see JR in the motorcycle one.
I do too, actually. All right. Here comes the part of the show that I love. This is the part of the show where we get off the beaten spider path. Yes, Kelly, this is my favorite part.
Run.
No,
Run while
don't
you
run.
can.
Don't run.
Good night, everyone.
Abandon all
Oh,
hope.
this is
ye who
This is where we bring the funny. What other Spider-Man show brings you weird topics like this? All right. We're starting it off with JR. Now, when JR goes to the mall,
Oh, God. Oh,
JR,
God.
have you ever sat in one of those big recliner chairs? Like, have you, like, you know, when you put like $1 in it and you vibrate?
How often do you vibrate, JR?
Jesus.
Not since I stayed in a cheap motel in Florida, Illinois.
Was it that old lady? That was
The whole
The
bed.
old lady. Oh, George,
No,
you
the
missed
old
the
lady.
JR
The old
bar
lady was
stories
New
earlier.
Orleans. This was Florida, Illinois. Yeah, I had the whole bed moved.
Oh, okay, I know. Okay.
I
JR,
thought this was
tell
a
me about
bit,
the
and then
vibrating
suddenly-
Spider-Man chair. Go.
I thought this
There
was
you
a
go.
bit, and then he got into like the actual city, and then I was like, "Oh God, this is going to get wrong."
Well, boys and girls, usually, Brad comes up with the dumbest shit,
Wait a minute.
for stories, and of things that are totally impractical that I wouldn't have anything to do with. However, in my advancing age, this actually looks practical. The
I know.
Spider-Man massage chair. Oh Lord.
Come
Let's
on
see-
now.
Let's see here. Just keep actually honest to God, it's like
It's got knee heat
and then,
therapy
and then
for
when
your
I
old
die, I
dog.
want to be buried in a Star Trek photon torpedo coffin. I mean, it's just what do you do with these things? But actually, the high density rollers technology replicate the sensation of human touch. Yeah.
Oh.
I was
I don't
about
like
to say
that.
I haven't had any of that since my son was born.
My mother just texted me and wanted us to know that the vibrating bed was called Magic Fingers.
Ew.
Look, JR, look what it does to your knees here.
Well, no, I'm actually no, Brad, you're getting ahead of the game here.
Or what do we
you know,
need to
because not only do we have the sensation of human touch, but it also provides an extra 12 centimeter protrusion. You
Whoa.
know, and hey, well, of course, I'm not into that. But
Look
some
at
other
this
guys
lady.
might be, I suppose.
Look at this lady just pointing off. Like, is this
It's
tranquility?
Well, look,
It's
it's the protrusion that she's interested in. I mean,
Talk about the 5 HD massage techniques, JR, that this Spider-Man chair provides.
oh, let's see here, Shih Tzu rubbing.
No,
Is that like a
shiatsu.
dog? Is that
If
like
you
a
get-
dog comes up and rubs against your leg or something? Kneading and pressing of, I guess that's okay if you're baking bread. Kneading inwards. Ooh, that
Oh
just
my God.
that just sounds wrong.
That costs extra out here.
Yeah. Well, rolling and knocking. I think you can only do that with if you have one other person with you. Rolling and pressing is a little bit too close for comfort. It's like
Let's talk about the different massage techniques.
it allows deep tissue massage that
Okay.
helps release tension and transports users to the luxurious experience of a professional massage center from the comfort of your own home.
Hell yeah, it
Yep.
does.
Yeah, the 5 traditional massage techniques. Ooh, knead and tap, Shih Tzu, knock, knock and tap.
So you can do either or. You can do knead or knock, but you can always do tap.
Yeah, but I only thought I was about to say I only thought that the knock technique could be done on women when they get knocked up. But
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Good
all
Lord.
right.
Good Lord.
Oh.
Okay. Relieve the soreness, JR. The heat therapy.
Now this is what actually I could have used this today after trimming all the the bushes and hedges in my front yard. The knee heat therapy provides an additional 30% coverage where it can massage both the calves and knees at the same time. And here's where it sells me. This program is extremely beneficial toward the elderly.
And that's
Sounds
why I
right
gave
up
it the
my alley.
Why does knees have 3 E's?
knees.
What?
Look, additional 30% coverage, calves and knees massage. At the bottom.
Oh, knees.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's when you're sitting in there and it's starting to, and you're starting to feel it, knees.
All right. It's
How
comes
much
with
does
a
this thing
computer
cost?
control.
Well,
by
the
way,
thing is though, it comes from Malaysia because
you gotta
this
do a
is
conversion.
what is this company again? I guess it's a very well-known company for massage chairs in Southeast Asia. It comes from Malaysia. And I guess they've got offices in Philippines. It cost, and I know I'm going to mispronounce the crap. I wrote it down, but I don't know where I wrote it down. It's the Malaysian currency. It's like the ring nuts or something, is what they call it.
How much is
REM.
it in US?
About $2,000.
Oh,
Which
it's not that bad.
Does it
Well,
come with a
no, no,
happy
no, no.
ending setting?
That's like 9K, JR.
No, that's 9K in the Malaysian currency. That's RM 8,998. That's Malaysian currency.
Oh,
What is it called? Yes, ringgits or something. RINGGITS or whatever, ringgits. So 89.98 ringgits is about $2,000 US dollars.
Comes with AI technology, JR.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, of course. That's what I want to do is I want to talk to my chair. I mean, probably would be more interesting to talk to them than my spouse. But
Wow.
Hi,
know.
I'm Gentel. I am here. I am Mom. Hi, Mom. Enjoy the program.
I don't like that.
no, I don't like the idea of my mom getting massages. That just
It comes with a Bluetooth speaker,
yeah, for all that rock music I listen to. So
touch
you know.
screen, leg extensions, smart
that's awful.
button control. There you
You
go.
can
The
get your-
Spider-Man.
You can get your knee worked on while you listen to Styx Live.
Yeah, caught in the act, that two album deal of theirs. So let's see here. But anyway,
What do you think of this, JR?
boy, if I had about 9,000 ring nuts, I guess I'd buy it.
Who else wants to buy this chair? I do. I think it'd be fun.
That reminds me of when I saw the Spider-Man. They came out with a Spider-Man child seat, and I wrote Spencer and I said, if we had this when you were a few years ago, you'd have sat in it till you were 15. But I don't know. This I might get some use out of this if I can come up with 9,000 ring nuts.
Now, Kelly, you thought this was in a movie theater, huh?
I did. I thought it was like a movie chair for like 40X or something, which I mean, technically, I think you could probably like make that work.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think it looks cool.
In some movies, certain movies.
I love it. Anybody else want to buy this thing?
I do, but shipping is crazy.
Oh God, can you imagine how much
Yeah.
shipping would be?
Probably more than the chair itself.
Yeah.
Probably more than.
Brad, stop moving it around so we can actually look at things every now and then.
All right.
Every now and then something actually grabs my attention. I'm like, oh, I'd like to focus my attention. Oh, too late. We've already moved on.
Welcome to my life.
Squirrel. Okay. Can I? I'm gonna minimize it, Georgie. Okay.
Yeah, let's move
Okay.
on.
There we go. All right.
Do Christina next. She wants to escape.
Christina wants to go. What is she doing?
Because she's smart.
Jesus, Kelly.
Kelly's not
Okay.
wrong. Where's the lie?
She's not
Oh
wrong.
my God. Christina wants to get out of here. So let me see. I've got her topic up next.
yep.
Let me paste it. Let's see. Okay. Take me. Pop-ups. Oh, pop-ups. No thanks. I don't want instant messages. Okay. There we go. Take me to North Carolina, Christina.
Well, what happened was that there was somebody roaming the streets of a city in North Carolina, Waxhaw, and he was dressed in the black suit that Tobey Maguire wears in Spider-Man 3. And
Okay.
so what happened was they went to go check it out, and he wasn't doing anything illegal or anything. He was just walking around. He ends up cheering up people to make their day, and all the police were all excited to get to post pictures with him. They got really excited to meet him. But then it's funny because people this is posted on Facebook, and the people were talking and complaining like, you don't call on a superhero, like what's wrong with all of you? And it's like the nerve. And so it's
What was
just
he
everybody
doing to people? Just walking
He's
around and saying hi? What?
Yeah, he's just bringing people joy, walking around, and everybody's getting a kick out of him dressed as the black suit Spider-Man. They're getting their pictures taken with him. At least everybody's saying he's making their day seeing him. So he's bringing people joy.
Oh, yeah, that seems like grounds to arrest them.
I mean,
That
it is the United States and it is North Carolina.
There's no joy to be found.
All right. So, Christina, you got to go, huh?
I
Gonna
do.
go-
Go
Thank
ahead.
you for now 3 hours of podcasting with me.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I gotta go, but I'll be back next show whenever that is. So
Sounds good. Have a good one. See you, girl.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, who's up next? We've got. Let's see here. Let me look at the rundown. JR, we're going to college. Oh Lord, big old sigh.
Yeah, I don't have any good stories to tell from college. I mean, there was the time I planted my face down in after I got completely drunk at one time and had to be picked up. All right. Anyway, actually, this story reminded me of Josh.
Okay.
So
Great.
whenever we make a reference to the person, I'm going to replace it with Josh's name because
Okay.
this seems like something Josh would do. Okay. This is in Ithaca, New York, around Cornell University. Of course, Cornell University is one of the Ivy League colleges. And after looking them up, I saw that they had a 7% acceptance rate. Kelly was making signs or whatever.
Oh, I'm covering her up. I'm getting it back. There we go. It's back.
Oh, I thought she was saying that she was one of the 7% that got accepted into Cornell.
No, the,
No, I wish.
the crawl space was covering her up. I just fixed it.
But best I got was a state college.
Yeah, well, I didn't
Yeah.
go to college. I went to Indiana State. Anyway, so here's the story. We received multiple reports on Monday evening that Josh, dressed as Spider-Man, was spotted on the scaffolding surrounding Cornell University's McGraw Tower at Uris Library. It's currently undergoing a renovation, meaning that the tower isn't open to the public.
Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah, the Cornell University Police Department responded to the scene shortly after 8 p.m. Monday after learning that Josh was on the tower with a drone circling. Yeah, that's right. And reports suggest no permit had been issued for drone operation at the scene. So, okay, here's this goofball trespassing. All right. Climbing up the scaffolding, potentially putting himself in danger, whatever. But what's the big violation? Drone operation. He's like,
So he goes up there in a spider suit to fly his spider drone, huh?
he doesn't say if it's a spider drone. It just says drone. Okay, an Ithaca Fire Department spokesman confirmed that IFD received a request to send a ladder truck to the scene. The request was canceled because they were en route. Oh, then it says it's a $7 million restoration project. But I was seeing how close Ithaca was to Canada to see if maybe Josh would be interested in doing something like this.
I have been to my university in a Spider-Man suit before after a gig I had to change before class, and trying to explain to my ASL teacher who's deaf why I was coming out of the bathroom holding a Spider-Man suit, my textbook, and no shoes was very difficult.
Wait, you have to explain that in Canada? What the hell, man?
You really felt like Peter Parker there, slipping into class.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think
But anyway, though, this guy doesn't do what Josh does when Josh is in costume. Though Josh does all this spreading goodwill and stuff and all that crap. This guy was just loitering. So,
Loitering
else?
Spider-Man.
Sure.
That's the new adjective.
What else do you spread, Josh?
Good God.
I
What
knew
a-
it was going to happen.
Oh,
Bad
All right.
jokes, probably.
probably. All right, George. I want you to spread this next story for us. Here you go.
Oh yeah, I didn't read this one.
What the hell? It's your topic.
Yeah, because when I clicked the link, it took me to a paywall, and
Oh,
there's no way in hell I'm giving my deets to the Washington Post. That's
don't-
not happening.
I don't have a paywall on mine.
Well, I had one on mine. And it said 2 ways to read this article. Already have an account? Sign in. You can read it free. Just give us your email address, or you can subscribe $4 for every 4 weeks. And I was like, no,
Thanks
Brad
for telling me
Duckworth
that you didn't.
does not pay me enough.
You want
So
me to tell-
apparently,
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, no, you feel free to do it because I haven't looked at it at all because it was a paywall.
So, according to the
That's-
Washington Post, the Fairfax County Police are using Spider-Man-like lassos to subdue suspects. So, you know how Spider-Man webs up a criminal? Evidently, this looks just like.
Wait, they wouldn't use a Wonder Woman reference? Because that makes the most sense.
Yeah, but Spider-Man probably gets more hits.
Probably. It's an SEO.
yeah, but this one doesn't make you tell the truth. If it was Wonder Woman's lasso, they'd have to tell the truth, and probably their lawyers would get the cases thrown out of court or something.
So, this one is
Yeah.
intended to wrap the suspects by the legs or the torso, like Spider-Man's web, minus the goo, it says.
This would be great at birthday parties if there's any kid like misbehaving. I could just.
I bet you it hurts. Don't you think it hurts?
Probably.
Again, clueless media minus the goo.
The fluid? What would you have written?
Well, I'm a little different because I actually know how the web shooters and the webbing works. So, I wouldn't say goo because it's not goo. Once it comes out, once it's actually out in the world, it starts to harden. So by the time it actually lands and hits on somebody, it's basically a solid. It's no longer goo. But
It says the Fairfax County Police will be the first big law enforcement agency in the D.C. region to have this through WRAP Technologies. More than 1,000 police departments across the country have purchased the devices.
Wait, did you say DC?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to DC. I could test it out.
Okay, yeah, go get arrested by the police for us and live stream it. They say it's a simply restraining device. They describe it as a kid watching Spider-Man shoot something out of his wrist, flies through the air, and then wraps around you.
tasers are still better. I don't know why they would want to move away from the
Well,
taser.
tasers can cause brain damage and strokes.
And also, tasers, if you got like a jacket, it doesn't make contact with the skin. If you wrap it around their ankles, they're probably going to fall down and they won't run from you, I would imagine.
Well, you're going to start roping these people up, and then suddenly they're going to start falling over, cracking their heads open on the pavement.
Lawsuit, yeah.
Yeah.
So here is some
Bolo wrap device. That's kind of
pictures
cool.
of it around. I wonder if, maybe that doesn't go in the skin. Maybe it's just wraps around. But it looks like a taser, like the police carry. So anyway, what do you guys think of that?
I think the first moment that somebody winds up getting roped up and still stabs a guy, they're going to stop using these things. And they'll probably just go back to, well, let's just tase them or shoot them. That seemed to work before.
Yeah. Okay, don't tase me, bro, says Hornix. I haven't been looking at the chat. Let's see.
I could say kinky, but that's wrong.
Let's see. Hornacek says, make a note on this chair for a gift idea for JR for the gift exchange. Yeah.
Dibs. I'm already.
You already got that?
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Josh didn't like any of the costumes on the DLC, Sarah. She was so fake in her Instagram video for this. Who are we talking about?
The one of the people who created the suits. I think that person was referencing. I think the person she's right below.
Josh is talking about, not our Josh, but Josh says, what do we really need from Sony is the long-awaited Judas Traveler movie.
Don't give them ideas.
Thank you, Ryan, for the Father's Day wishes for me and JR. I appreciate that. After Tom Hardy stops making Venom movies, I want the Venom reboot to have Timothy Chalamet as Eddie Brock.
He's a scrawny, pasty
No.
white dude. You know, if you're gonna have Eddie Brock, he's got to be like big. You know, he needs to be a big
Topher
dude.
Grace needs to come back.
No,
Topher
absolutely.
Grace.
Oh, you
Mm.
set Sarah off.
Another skinny, pasty dude.
He's older now, and he can put on muscle. Give him a year.
Josh says that George is still wondering when Sony will do the Stegron film.
I don't trust anyone to do a Stegron film.
Coming up next on Spider News, actors play different roles in different movies.
That's for you, Brad.
I know, but Hornacek, seriously, the guy played the freaking lizard, and he's in a Venom movie. Come on. Were there no other working actors that could have done that Shaggy part in the van? Come on.
Chris Evans played the Human Torch, Brad, and then he went on to play Captain America.
Rumor says it. He's in Deadpool 3. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Vinkman says this isn't the first time Play-Doh has done superhero stuff. He owns a Superpowers Play-Doh set from the 80s. I bet you there's been Marvel Play-Doh before.
Yeah, there has it.
Yeah, like old stuff, like the 80s stuff. When are we going to get live-action Spider-Man series? Like Spider-Man will do great on that stuff. You're not going to get that until they're done losing money in the movies, I suspect.
Yeah, they have not yet finished losing money.
Which is too bad, because that I feel would be like the perfect way to actually do, like, doing an ongoing live action TV series of Spider-Man would be awesome.
Well, we have seen that. It was in the 70s on CBS.
Yeah.
So, okay, George, did you prepare for this one? This next topic.
Yes,
is
this one
yours.
didn't have a paywall on it.
Okay, here we go. Take me through this.
So, over in Turkey, that's, by the way, that's a country over there in the Mediterranean, kids. I don't know if you're familiar with Turkey or not. No, we're not talking about the turkey that you eat at Thanksgiving. This is an actual country.
Okay.
All right. So, they're having some kind of holiday, which I can't pronounce, EID. So this one guy decides to show up at his local mosque to spread cheer and show up as Spider-Man. And, you know, as you do at your local mosque, and found out that the people there aren't big on Spidey inside the mosque. So yeah, as you can see, a fracas ensued, and people just kind of mobbed him and kicked the shit out of him.
The police beat him, is what it says.
Yeah, that happens in Turkey a lot, by the way. If you haven't seen a film called Midnight Run.
Midnight Express.
Midnight Express. Yeah, Midnight Run was a different movie.
That was Robert De Niro and Charles.
Different movie. Yeah, Midnight Express. That's the film I meant. Thank you, JR. One of the first films I saw in the theater, by the way, as a child.
Oh.
Yeah. In Turkey, the cops just kick the shit out of you. They don't really have the same kind of human rights focus that, like, you know, other countries have. So if you show up and they don't like you, they're just going to beat the hell out of you.
Wow. I thought that was crazy.
So yeah, scroll back up, Brad, and stop moving around. All right, so this guy's name is Ayaz Kak. Known for donning the Marvel hero's costume during his travels across the country, was briefly detained in Hatay's Iskandar district on April 10th. Ayaz Kak.
Well, Mr. Cock, I hope he's doing okay.
There's Mr. Cock being escorted out by the helpful officers.
Or Mr. Cock. Any thoughts on this one, Josh?
I'm just glad my last name is just hard to pronounce.
Do you feel Mr. Cock's pain here?
God dang. JR, any thoughts on Mr. Cock?
Well, when we were talking about the spider lasso or whatever, and I was thinking of because they were talking about solid and goo, and it was like I thought maybe the solid came before the goo.
Minus the goo. Minus the goo.
Kinky.
I'm out.
Sticky situation.
Oh, Lord. Okay, Sarah, what do you think of Mr. Never mind. Sarah, you've got the next topic. You're muted. And your face.
I am aware. I am not the person to ask that question to, Brad. So anyway, the Spidey. Okay, so in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, Zendaya discusses her life and answers questions about her job and traveling. And when asked if she's ever, I don't know why this came up, but when asked if she's ever had a speeding ticket or a moving violation, she discusses a story regarding her boyfriend, Tom Holland. So Tom Holland almost got a speeding ticket on the way to, get this, a spin class with Zendaya's mom. She was not participating, and she makes that clear that Zendaya was not participating, but that, like, Tom and her mother were going together. However, he was only given a warning because the police recognized him as Spider-Man. My favorite part of that interview, however, is when Zendaya was talking about some of this, like the sexy scenes in the movie The Challenger, that's what she's promoting in the interview, and how Zendaya goes to talk about how she is at the premiere with her family, and she had warned them in advance about these scenes, and she was watching her family's reaction. So like her nieces like going like this, and like her parents like so that was the funniest part of the interview.
That's disturbing. That's highly disturbing. She has like a threesome with 2 dudes in that movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my God.
Oh well.
Wow. What a thing to take your family to.
Well,
hey.
It's the premiere of a movie that she was in. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, Mom and Dad and Grandma, maybe cover your eyes when you see me in the bed with 2 other dudes. Things are going to get wild.
Wouldn't that be weird? That would be weird.
That's why I thought that part of the interview was funny, because it was. I didn't know about all that though. So
all I have to say is, isn't it weird that like all post Spider-Man's, like the Spider-Men do a war movie, and then all the love interests do a tennis movie?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's odd, but
It is odd.
well, what would it be like if you pulled over Spider-Man, JR? You're a cop. Let's get into the hypothetical. You let him go? Do you let him? You write him a ticket? What do you say to Tom Holland? You pulled over Tom Holland, JR.
Well, first of all, if I were a member of the police force, I would hope that I was doing something far more important than parking my ass in a just to catch somebody speeding. I would hope that I would actually be preventing crime or investigating crime. But anyway, no. I mean, I'd let Willem Dafoe go, but I don't think I'd let Tom Holland go.
In my head, I thought this was about to go the way of that Shia LaBeouf song. JR, you're a cop. You've just pulled over Tom Holland. He has a knife.
Shia surprise.
Yeah. Wait, he isn't dead? Holland surprise?
I'm curious for the panel. Have you ever gotten out of a speeding ticket? Okay. George, go ahead. You shook your head first. Go ahead. What'd you do, George? What's the trick?
I told the truth. I kept my hands at 10 and 2 and was pleasant and affable and said, "Oh, yes, I didn't realize how fast I was going until I saw you behind me. Thank God."
Josh, did you get out of a speeding ticket?
Not a speeding ticket, but I was using a rental van and forgot to turn the lights on, at night, and that was it. I was like, "Sorry." He's like, "Were you guys drinking?" I was like, "No, I got too much work to do." And he was like, "All right, cool, bye."
And then he hid the flask of whiskey back underneath
on the center console.
JR, have you been pulled over for a speeding ticket and gotten out of it?
No, actually, I've almost talked myself into getting one, unfortunately.
I believe that.
What happened?
The cop didn't like my attitude.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Shocker.
Here's my shock face.
What did you say to the poor cop?
I didn't say a damn word. It was just, when he came over or whatever, and I didn't even look at him, and I just stuck my license up like that, and he took he took great offense.
So he comes up to talk to you like, "Where are you from, boy?" And then you don't even.
Is he driving in the South, George? What?
Yeah, he wanted me to acknowledge him, and it's like,
and be pleasant.
You just want to say, just take my fucking life. You know, it's
Oh,
like,
hey, yo, hey.
Whoa!
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
I stopped myself.
I'd write your ass a ticket too. What with that attitude?
Now, I will say the most recent time that I got away with or got let go with just a warning, I was headed to Disney World. This was back in 2021. I was driving through that part of Florida. You know, it's like the Panhandle, the really long part there on the west side. And I'm driving through there. There's nothing but trees, nothing but pine trees out there, by the way. So I'm going out there, and I passed a 18-wheeler, right? And but then I neglected to slow down. Bon Jovi, "Living on a Prayer," came on Sirius, and I
When
was
that
just
comes
wrapped.
on.
I was just wrapped up in the moment.
Fair
Okay,
enough. Yeah.
so I neglected to decrease my speed.
Like, I'm halfway there.
And yeah,
Oh, I'm doing 95.
whoa, no, good gravy. So then, you know, I notice the cop off on the side of the road, off to the right, and I'm like, oh dear, this is awful. This is not the way I want to start my vacation. So of course, you know, he pulls me over and he's like, "Sir, do you know how fast you're going?" I was like, again, I say, I didn't really know until you when he goes, were you passing somebody? Did you like pass a big truck or something and you just forgot to slow back down? And I said, yes. And I told him the truth. I said, what happened was I did pass a truck so that I could, you know, commence at a normal, safe speed. But then I didn't slow back down because Bon Jovi came on.
You told him about Bon Jovi? Like
Yes. And then he looked at me. He looked at me and he goes, "Living on a Prayer?" And I said, yes. I told him, I said,
Oh,
yes.
that's
It
great.
was "Living on a Prayer." And he goes,
That's
"Well,"
awesome.
and he was like, "Well, that'll happen. All right, sit tight for me." And he went back to the car.
You know, from a dude to a dude. I get it. I get
Yeah.
the cop. I get him. Like,
Yeah.
I understand.
That was one of the funnest parts of the trip.
All right, we're going around the horn. Kelly, have you gotten out of a ticket before?
Kinda, sorta.
Okay.
So there was one time I was driving back home from a convention, and it was my birthday,
Hmm.
and I had just gotten a new to me car, and had the like license plate on it and everything. Had my sticker. Had the dealership like plate on it,
Right.
like like the thing that goes around,
Brand
like
new.
the-
Brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
plate
it's not
holder.
it wasn't a brand new. It was
Well, fresh
it was
off the
old.
lot. Yeah, fresh off the lot.
Yeah. Anyway, I maybe was 5 to 10 miles over. I don't like it really, like the radar probably wouldn't have seen it, but there was an obvious speed trap
Hmm.
that I saw because I saw all the state patrol cars on the
Overpass.
the overpass, like literally right there. But thinking, okay, look, I'm not speeding, at least not too much for an interstate. We're fine. Well, no, they pull me over. And they see that it's my birthday, and they go, well, since it's your birthday, we won't give you a ticket for speeding, but here's $100 fine because the dealership cover is covering too much of your sticker on your
Oh,
on
hell.
your plate.
Oh.
Come on.
Welcome to the
sucks.
Georgia State Patrol.
Oh.
Georgia is one of the strictest states
Mm.
with
KR shaking his
driving
head.
laws.
I've heard,
So y'all
I've heard
know.
that. Mhm.
Oh, man. That sucks.
I
All
have
right.
heard that.
Sarah, you on the motorcycle?
No.
Oh.
I've gotten pulled over on the motorcycle before, but not for speeding.
Okay.
Sarah's thinking about this like she's not sure how much she wants to divulge because she was
No, I've
probably
been
in the
thinking
middle
about
of
it
a
this
crime.
whole time.
Wait.
Like she probably just knocked over a bank or a liquor store.
Yeah, I was there. Wait, not
And
for
she's like,
speeding?
how
What
much
did
of
you
this do I want to get into?
Oh, with the motorcycle, Josh? No, I was right. Okay, so I have two stories, I guess. The first story, I was on my way to the comic book store, and it was 110 degrees outside, and I said, F this, I'm going in between the cars to, like, pass traffic, which you can't.
I got to get my Zeb Wells.
No, so the cop pulls me over because I went right in between the cop and someone
Yeah.
else. And
Oh my God.
he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, yeah, I know why you pulled me over. And so he asks for all my stuff, and he's like, well, where were you going? And so
Comic
for
book
me,
store.
I said the comic book store because my new books came out today, and he was like, "Well, what do you read?" I was like, "Well,
Really?
Spider-Man." Yeah, and I started talking about like the books that were out at the time, and he's like, "Just don't do that again." I was
Oh.
like, "Okay." All right,
Nice.
great.
So if
So
we
then
take anything
yes,
from this, you can use the living on a prayer defense, which is what Hornacek is calling it right there,
Mhm.
or you can use the comic book defense.
I felt
That
so
was not-
stupid saying that. Oh, I'm rushing to the comic book store. It was just so hot, you know.
Well,
Listen.
it's an excuse the cop probably never hears. Yeah,
Listen. Sometimes the truth is the best thing you can do, baby.
absolutely.
It really
absolutely.
is. It really, because like, and the cops, they can spot liars from like a mile away.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard a long time ago that cops often hear people are speeding because they have to go number 2. That's like their common defense. Like people, I gotta go.
It works at customs too. When I went to the Spider-Man conference. I went up to there and they're like, "So what are you going?" I was like, "Oh, I'm talking at the Spider-Man conference," and they burst out loud laughing and just waved me through.
Oh, that's awesome. That's funny. I don't really have any funny stories. I've never been able to talk myself out of a ticket. I was pulled over in a news car doing about 85, trying to get to a news story. They didn't care. They wrote me a ticket for it.
Hold on, 85. I got
85 and a 70.
did they take you out of the car and say, "You realize you're not like an EMT or a cop or
Oh wow, that is
something like
fast.
that, right? You're
It's
just a
15
reporter."
over, Josh. I mean,
No, yeah, no, I have to convert it.
Oh, okay.
We have
But-
kilometers. That's different here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 15 over the speed limit, but no, they didn't care, and I got to the news story anyway.
Now, see, Sarah, as soon as you
I have
like,
my second story though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Sarah. Number 2.
if I was, hang on, real quick, if I was the
Yeah.
cop and you had said, "Oh, I read Spider Punk," I'd have been like, "Oh God."
Here's
I'd have doubled
30
your
tickets,
speed,
There's
and I
ticket for
said, "Okay,
this.
well,
Your plate's wrong.
yeah, don't drive 135 in my."
You have a
patrol
carnage
area
tattoo?
again.
Oh, that's an extra one.
Symbiote.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ! I hope they give you the chair. Go ahead.
Oh my
And
God.
you like Chasm? What?
What? That's it. Death penalty.
Okay, go ahead, Sarah.
My second story, I was in my car and I was driving really fast. I'm not going to say how fast, somewhere. And I got pulled over. And then I lied and said I was going somewhere that I wasn't. And then he followed me to where I lied and said I wasn't going to. But I had to go there now anyway because I had already committed to the lie. And yeah, I got out of the speeding ticket. It was great.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
It doesn't pay to lie to the cops.
No.
Oh, it did in that moment. So there's that.
I think the more interesting story is where Sarah was going originally and where she wound up going to.
No, okay. I was coming home from hockey and it was like 2 a.m. and I was super tired and like I was just going and where I said I was, well, I'm not gonna say. I said I was going somewhere else, but I'm not going into that.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. George, as a cop, you're going to the comic book shop. What are you buying? A Venom comic? That's a $500 fine. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's
if
on
this
your pull
was a
list.
movie. That
Oh, wow.
cop that pulled over Sarah would later become a famous Marvel writer. That's pretty funny. Josh, you ready to do the Titanic?
Oh gosh.
All
Yeah.
right, here we go, buddy.
So listen, I know we have this thing that Brad doesn't choose good news stories. Anyways, so
This thing we do, this thing of
It's called
ours.
Spider News.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, it's me.
Spider
Sarah
Titanic.
going to someplace she's not supposed to be going.
Spider Titanic. This has nothing to do with the Titanic other than they're doing the pose. These two dingbats on the motorcycle drove in the costume. Now, I played Spider-Man today like 3 times, and I am completely blind in that thing. I have no idea how someone was doing this on a motorcycle.
Sorry.
And he's got different lenses on the suit that I have, so it must be like a little bit easier to see. They kind of mimic like a motorcycle helmet. It looks like visor, but yeah. Anyways, he picks his friend up and they go down just the street, and he takes his hands off the handlebars there. Well, the Delhi police booked them under the Motor Vehicles Act as they were riding a bike without a helmet, a number plate, a mirror, or a license. And we're doing stunts in Spider-Man costume.
Here comes the Titanic. There it is, right there.
Yeah. So
I've actually done this before.
in costume,
Yes.
like masks too.
Yes.
And the Titanic move?
No, not the Titanic. no.
Okay,
Okay.
but you didn't wear a helmet as well.
I was in a parking lot. I didn't go on the street
Okay, yeah, no, that's different.
because I ain't trying to get arrested.
Yeah. So, anyways, He gets arrested. They say that it did very well on social media, this video, apparently. My favorite paragraph in this whole article is this one, the second last one, where it says, in another video shared by him, he can be seen selling onions from a cart, followed by a solo bike stunt.
Spider onions.
Yeah.
Spider onions. Okay.
But
what other show has spider onions?
that's it.
All
See, I've
right.
always wanted to do this as Captain America. I feel like that one makes a little bit more sense. But
yeah. Has Spider-Man, with the exception of toys, ever been on a motorcycle?
in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, he's on that hover trike thing.
We don't count that. We don't count that cartoon.
Peter Parker used to have a motorcycle.
Oh,
back
that's
in
right.
the-
He's got a
Yeah.
moped. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not really a
Yeah, Gwen thought it was cool.
not really a hog.
That's
Not
how he
a
picked
hog,
up. That's how he first picked up Gwen, because he had the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
no. Well, Romita made it look cool. Okay. Our last story is Kelly's. The yellow short Spider-Man.
I can't believe you'd want to end tonight.
I know.
on this note.
I'm sorry. Here we go.
So sad.
Bring the funny, Kelly.
I can't. It's sad. Anyway, a man dressed as Spider-Man allegedly attacks and robs a woman in Hollywood, Florida. This Miami news article.
Spider-Man arrested in.
There we go.
Yeah, this Miami news article talks and shows a man in a Party City Spider-Man costume wearing shorts. So he at least cared about the fact that he probably wasn't wearing a dance belt. Was walking around near a highway, and the victim asked for a picture. Later in the night, Spider-Man found his victim and hit her with a blunt object, leaving her on the ground, and he stole $45 in cash from her before fleeing. The cops found him and threatened to tase him as he was resisting arrest. I mean, yes, this is news. This is also terrible. I feel bad for the poor woman who got hit in the head. I hope she doesn't have a lasting brain injury from this. All for $45, which, you know, at this point is fast food for like 2 people. It's not much money.
Truth.
So
Truth.
I don't have any jokes for this because it's not funny. This is sad. There are some really mean people out there, ones who will dress up as Spider-Man to steal money from you and not care about the lasting damage that they inflict. You know, all for like 2 supersized Big Macs with apple pies, basically. So yeah, this sucks. I don't have jokes for this. This is sad.
It's true.
This is how you want to end tonight, Brad?
I guess not.
Bring
In
the funny.
hindsight.
Well,
the funny.
Brad gave me a story of a hit and run involving a 7-year-old, and he said, "Bring the funny."
Not. Now, come on.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
You gave me that story, and you said, "Bring it." You know, it was like, bring the. You know, you gave me the story, and then like in your message, bring the funny.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm of course,
I
and I
meant
said
bring the
nothing.
funny
Nothing
in
brings the funny more like
during
a
the
hit and run
show.
involving a 7-year-old.
Okay,
We
here,
actually
I-
cut that segment out.
He gave me a story one time. It was like the Shocker or whatever. Some dude who was like going around like messing with like Transformers like in the neighborhood or whatever, and he was like Spider-Man 2 because he was climbing. That's how the media rolls today. But you know, he missed the part where it said, "Oh, and the police said he was also wanted for murder."
Yeah, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, because he didn't read. He didn't read
Yeah,
past the.
That's
yeah,
true.
you
title.
just read the title and then you assign them to us. I mean,
All right,
like, this
I'll
is
give you-
horrible, man.
I'll give you a one to end on. All right. Here is the new Sinister Six in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. Let's take a look at this. This is from
Oh yeah.
Marvel PR sent me this email. Let's take a look who's on the Ultimate Sinister Six.
Hmm.
We'll hear your thoughts on this. We've got Mysterio.
Oh, Mysterio looks cool.
Here. Let's see. You got Mole Man on the Sinister Six.
Because sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay, you've got Felicia Hardy's dad, evidently.
Interesting.
You've got Craven looking like that.
This is the Jared Leto Joker Craven. The trying too hard Craven.
Really, like this screams like
Mike Tyson. Look at that tattoo.
Yeah.
yeah. This is like LA Sleaze.
Here is Mole Man on the. Who would have thought Mole Man would be on the Sinister Six?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Weird. And then you've got Mr. Negative on the
Mhm.
Sinister Six.
Okay.
This might be where I drop this book.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Same.
Mysterio looks pretty cool. I agree with
Yeah, I
you.
like Mysterio.
Man, look at his fingers. Fingers look extra cool. And there is the Sinister Six for the Ultimate Universe.
The Black Cat kind of looks like the dude from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
The Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 original members on the Sinister Six. They've replaced Ock and Electro. Who else did they miss? Ock, Electro,
Sandman,
Sandman, yeah.
Vulture.
Vulture. Yeah.
And the Kingpin was never on the
He
Sinister
wasn't.
Six.
Any thoughts on this gang?
All I have to say is if George drops it on satellites, I invoke Mayday privilege and I'll jump in.
Fair enough.
Because Mayday's in the book.
Yeah.
That
George,
cover-
why will this make you drop it?
Oh,
you want something different out of this book, right?
No, it's got this stupid Mr. Negative crap. I can't look. I can't stand this guy. I know he's great in the video game. I don't care. I don't give 2 dams. It's recycled slot crap.
I'm more offended that the Mole Man's on the Sinister Six. It's
Yeah,
supposed to
I don't
be the
even-
best
I don't- I
Spider-Man
don't-
villains of all time.
I don't get that either.
I don't think
Yeah,
Ultimate
this
Spider-Man's
cover
earned.
is not selling the book.
I
It's
don't
not.
think Spider-Man has earned a Sinister Six yet. He's barely got the suit.
I mean, Craven looks like a, I don't know, like a sex offender. Okay, fine. You know, that
Jeez.
that tracks
He
for
does,
Craven.
though. That's
He
fair.
does. He does. You know, and Mysterio's interesting. Okay, sure. I don't know. This is a little high profile for Kingpin,
Yeah, I agree.
in my opinion. And I don't know what the hell's going on with Black Cat.
Well,
This is just I don't know. This is
think-
where the alternate universe starts to jump the shark. You know, it's like,
Only-
oh,
5 or 6 issues in though, George.
well, I mean, it's already, you know, you heard my assessment of it last night.
What do you think? If he dies, the daughter instantly picks it up. Don't you think that's coming?
I don't know, Brad. That'll take a year and a half at this rate.
Are there any thoughts
At
on
the
the
rate this book
6
moves.
lineup,
I don't know.
Sarah? Any thoughts?
We'll see how this goes. I don't know about Mole Man. I don't know what's up with that. I think that's an odd choice.
Josh, thoughts on this one?
I'm willing to give it a shot. Wait till it actually comes out.
Yeah.
JR? You're not reading it, are you? Are you reading
Looks
Ultimate
like,
Spider-Man?
looks like prison ass.
Okay.
Feels
Kelly?
like prison ass.
Kelly, you said you're going to wait, give it a shot, which I agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Mole Man's a little weird, but I'm interested. I'm like, Mole Man actually intrigues me in the way of like, how would that work? Like, good or bad? Like, it's kind of like watching a car accident. I just want to see.
Well, the Fantastic
happened?
Four aren't around, so Mole Man's got to go up against somebody
Yeah.
in that universe. So
Laura brings up an interesting point in the chat here. Homage to Renew Your Vows, Mole Man.
It's possible. Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Was Mole Man in Renew Your Vows?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they went underground with Annie, didn't they? I
Yeah.
kinda remember that. Yeah.
So again, there's, like I said, there's a lot of. I am intrigued to see what the story will do.
My name is Black Cat. You murdered my father. Prepare to die. That's pretty cute. That's pretty good. All right. That is all the news topics that we have. We're ending on that one and not the sad story that Kelly had.
Not the murder bring the funny story.
No, not the
Yeah.
murder, bring the funny. Yeah. All right. Let's do final thoughts. Josh, final thoughts.
Yeah, it's a good news show.
Thanks.
Oh, as far as these go.
Way to go, news team.
Yay.
Make
Yay.
good news.
Celebrate. Best part of the show, the speeding ticket stories, in my opinion. Thought that was fun. JR, final thoughts.
I'm going to start setting money aside for that massage chair.
Yeah, that massage chair was fun. Sarah, final thoughts.
I liked my topics. It was all right. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna go get that Play-Doh. I remember.
Listen,
Why was that so sinister?
I don't know.
Brad's like, hey, you said you like that Play-Doh, maybe you go buy it. And you're like,
Hey, you know
"Listen,
what?
smart ass."
George is coming to my defense at the end of the show. I didn't see this happening.
well,
Thank you,
I
George.
just questioned Sarah's aggressiveness on that. That would,
this is fine.
know.
It's okay.
It's
She's
like
probably
she held her
going
license
to
up when I
weave
was
in
a
and out
cop.
of traffic on her motorcycle in order to get the Spider-Man Play-Doh. Yeah.
Folks, if you're listening at
I'm a-
home, if a cop pulls you over, tell him you're going to your local comic book shop.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do
Don't do
Don't do-
drugs, kids.
Yeah. that too.
George,
Follow
final
the law.
thoughts.
I'm going to bed soon, where I will not be bringing the funny.
Oh,
Also,
good Lord, Walter. Thank you,
Walter,
Walter. for the
what's
super
wrong?
chat.
Walter.
Hey,
Walter,
yo.
I'm literally I am freaking out because where are you getting all of this? Like, did you rob a bank? Are you like what is happening?
Onlyfans.com/Walter. Look it up.
Ah, okay.
Feet
Oh,
pics.
no,
I'm
Feet
kidding.
pics.
Yeah.
Walter's out there selling feet pics. Look, I sell feet pics. Everybody's got to have a side hustle.
Oh yeah, true.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Walter.
I'm
Walter,
sorry.
ask us some questions. You get a round of questions on us.
Right.
What would you like to know?
George, did you say you would sell feed pics or you do sell feed pics?
I do. I got to have a side hustle, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's side hustling now.
Like our corns or
I even do artistic. I even do
He
tasteful
draws
artistic
like little
nudes.
faces on his toes.
Can I request a Stegron pinky?
I mean, you got to pay,
Phrasing.
brother. You got to pay for these little piggies.
This little piggy went to town. All right. I am pantsless tonight. Okay, Walter. What I mean?
I mean, it's Saturday night, brother.
Hey, let it all hang out.
George's first customer.
Anyway, Walter, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. You're a good friend of the show. And Kelly, you get the final thought. What would you like? I stopped at George, and then Walter dropped 100. I mean,
I'm speechless. We've learned a lot about each
have.
other tonight.
we have. Like, what's the biggest takeaway, Kelly, that you found out?
Oh, that George has an OnlyFans. Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
got to have a side hustle.
Well, I mean, there's somebody for somebody, you know? Okay. Oh, Walter does indeed have a question for the panel. What is your favorite Spider-Man merch? If you had to name one Spider-Man merch that you enjoy the most.
Mech.
Mech.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mac. It does say Mac.
Like,
It does say Mech. So are you talking about like
Leopardon?
yeah.
a Leopardon? So you're talking
I mean-
like a web shoot or something he made? Is that what we're talking about?
Okay. Literally, I am going to state the Megazord because without Japanese Spider-Man, you would not have Power Rangers. So therefore,
Oh.
every mech in Power Rangers is a Spider Mech.
Okay. So we have. Are you talking? Is that the sword that Leopardon has? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
Sword finger.
Megazord, the Zord that all the Power Rangers like turn into with
Jeez,
their
no,
little
Brad.
Zords.
When they all combine.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
So
Megazord.
that's your favorite. So we have
Yeah.
Leopardon and the Megazord, or George and Kelly's.
Are you even a nerd, dude? How do you not know what the hell the
Hey,
Megazord
OnlyFans,
is?
chill out. I am. Sarah, your favorite mech?
This happened yesterday. It was the one I know it comes from Leopardon, of course, obviously, but that's already been said. So the Spider-Punk robot with the battle axe vigor that he used.
That was
the-
kick-ass last
in
night,
the-
sadly.
Yeah, in the Spider-Punk book. So
How is this your axe motion?
I
You
don't.
look like an old lady, about to hit something with a
What the
broom.
hell, George?
I'll get you, my pretty.
I'll get you my Megazord. Whatever it is.
Megazord, goddamn.
Brad, do I need to show you Power Rangers?
I really.
Brad,
I'm
are you
not-
okay?
I'm not. That's not my thing. Power Rangers are not my thing. I'm sorry.
But it's a spin-off of Japanese Spider-Man. It's Super
Japanese
Sentai.
Spider-Man's not my thing either. Like,
Wow.
yeah. I'm sorry. Like, Josh, favorite mech?
I like the spray painted Spider-Man face on the Tri-Sentinel he used in Spencer's run.
Oh, that was pretty cute. I like that. I got that. All right, JR, your favorite Spider-Man mech?
When Superior Spider-Man was stomping through, what was it? Was he stomping through Hell's Kitchen or whatever? Yeah, but Yeah, Doc Ock had created a big suit for himself, and he was just stomping through the streets. So
Now, help me with mech. What is it a short for? Mechanical? As we all type.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Mechanical.
Okay, well, how are you going to top the web shooters? The
Oh,
web shooters is the most
The term was first used in Japanese after shortening the English loanword mechanism or mechanical.
mechanism. The web shooter is his best mechanism, I think.
But it's generally mech is used for
Giant
the-
robots.
Yeah.
giant robots.
yeah, nobody refers to web shooters as mechs, Brad.
Yeah, that's just a tool, a very necessary tool.
I'm rapidly losing respect for you.
Wait, which one?
It's kind of soul
Oh.
crushing on Brad.
So it's got to be Spider-Man. Well, I got nothing. I thought it was a web.
It's a
shooter.
giant Spidey battle robot. That's what
I
he's
mean, you-
asking. Which one's your favorite? There's been a few.
Can
Yeah,
you name some? I can't think of them.
Like Penny Parker.
yeah, Penny Parker.
Penny
Spider.
Parker. Well, she's cute. I like her in the movie.
Yeah, she has a mech like that Spider.
Okay. Would like in the video game the little spider robots that he controls, or is that a mech?
Those are bots.
God dang! I don't know.
Those are
They're lame
bots.
and those are bots.
Oh, I Leopard.
Bots mean little tiny robots, Brad.
This is
Yeah,
a
that little
bot.
guy that you
It's a
control. That's
bot.
not a mech.
It's a bot.
No.
Look at how tiny it is.
A
Giant
mech is
robot,
something
Brad.
you can fit inside. That doesn't make a dead tauntaun a mech either, Brad.
Oh, a tauntaun. You can. Oh,
What's a
no.
tauntaun?
Tauntauns are humans. Wait, Josh, have you not watched Star Wars?
Tauntaun?
I was
Must
looking
be
at
slipping
that
my
on the
mind.
outside.
Yeah.
It's,
it hasn't been translated into Canadian yet.
Shut up. Oh, yes, tauntauns. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, what Han Solo put Luke in and
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Hoth. Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought these things only smell bad on the outside.
Uh, anyway, Walter, thank you for the super chat. And
We've
thank you
learned a
for
lot about each
the
other
panel telling me what a mech is. I did not. I'm clueless on that, evidently.
Wow.
And we also have a super chat from Josh. Wants to know our favorite ongoing comic right now.
I'm only buying one, and it's starting to let me down. So I don't really know
Ultimate.
that. Yeah.
What do you like, Kelly?
well, no, I mean, I have one. It's just not Spider-Man.
What is it?
Dynamite's Hercules is actually pretty good.
Sarah, what's your favorite book?
Right now, like right in this moment, Shadow of the Green Goblin.
Whoa.
Ooh,
whoa,
that's
whoa.
Yeah.
that's good.
What happened to Spider-Punk?
Shadow of the Green Goblin is a better story for sure.
Woo!
Okay.
I was wondering last night on Satellites, JR, are you reading Shadow of the Green Goblin?
I'm only burned stealing it, and I don't like it.
Explain why. It's got Emily Osborne backstory and And what's her
Because
name,
it doesn't fit in with my perception of. No, I don't like it. I don't like Emily never having, I don't like the whole Emily faking her death. I think that's stupid. I don't like the, I don't like the portrayal of Norman Osborn as, just a I don't know. I don't like the take. I don't like J.M. DeMatteis's take on Norman. I really don't.
what about
It's not my idea. It's not in my head canon of how and why Norman became the Green Goblin.
what about a little bit of backstory of Gwen Stacy's mom though? That's kind of cool.
No, yeah, yeah, it's cool to watch a woman die of pancreatic cancer. Yeah, there we go. That's cool.
God damn.
That's cool. Yeah, bring the funny. Why didn't
Bring
you
the
ask me to bring
funny.
the funny? Pancreatic cancer, bring the funny. So-
Jesus, JR.
This is dark.
It's very dark towards the end here.
Shit got real dark.
I know. Josh, favorite ongoing or
Ultimate.
favorite comic? Yeah. Spider Boy.
No.
What is it?
Ultimate.
Oh, Ultimate. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With the exception of the last few issues, I think J.M. Michael Straczynski's Captain America, I think, has been very strong. I think that
Spencer is buying that run.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
it's going off the deep end a little bit for me, but it started off really, really strong, and it remind me why I like J.M. Michael Straczynski a lot. I had hopes for the Hulk. The Hulk is not good.
I die a little bit every time I hear you, as a Hulk fan, talk about how disappointed you are with current Hulk.
I mean,
It's very sad to me.
It's not as bad as the Ewing run was, because that was the worst Hulk in 60 years.
Is that the Star Trek Brain one?
Yeah, the Banner flew the Enterprise, which is the Hulk's body. That was horrible.
It's so tragic because, like, I the way I look at it, okay, well, number one, Spider-Man's going to suck. It's just that's all Marvel can do with it right now. But with Hulk, you're actually like, oh, there's a chance things might improve.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't, it seems like
Daredevil's
so
pretty
deflating.
good. I enjoy Daredevil. Ultimate, like Josh, with the exception of the art that's going off the hill a little bit the last couple of issues. I really like the family dynamic of Spider-Man, that Ultimate Spring. So, Josh, hope that answers your question. And thank you for the super chat. Everyone, thank you for tuning in to our news stories. We don't do this every month because I can't take the abuse, but nor can the panelists, nor can the viewers. But I hope you had fun with us. And we will be back in the month of July for more shows. Thanks, as always, for your support. And we will see you next time.